Welcome to this week's issue of Play Print21, the weekly TV news bulletin from Print21.com.au. My name is Wayne Robinson, editor of the magazine and website. This week we're at the stock market. It's results season, of course, all the figures coming out now. IVE Group is just out, Ovato tomorrow, the big two print companies. IVE Group, its figures took a bit of a dent from the subdued macroeconomic climate that Australia was going through in the first 6 months of the year. That's July to December last year. Exec Chair Jeff Selig said that, told me that plays out in various ways, although he said the supermarkets were still strong, and of course the catalogue business is a huge business for IVE. IVE's revenue in the 6 months was down by 4.1% to 360.2 million, but the pro forma EBITDA, it slipped a little, 7.8%, but still came in at a very solid $40.1 million for the 6 months. Pro forma national net profit after tax fell by 7.3% to 17.6 million. Dividend, though, was the same. The company paid out the same dividend as it did for the same period last year, 8.6 cents. Selig said the company performed well. He was pleased that gross profit margin, EBITDA margin, was the same as last year. CEO Matt Aitken, commenting on the results, said the company's focus remains on unlocking the value of the acquisitions that it's been making over the last 3 years. The latter two of which, Salmat Marketing Solutions, Reach NZ, they were locked down on January the 1st this year. And the company, or Aitken, said that he expects IVE to come in with a $75 million to $79 million EBIT for the full year, which would be a great result. In other results, one of the two big outdoor media companies, IVE Media, which also owns Cactus Imaging, one of their high-profile wide-format printers, its sales were flat, 649 million. Profit, though, fell by a quarter. And again, the soft macroeconomic climate in the first 6 months of the year, particularly in the retail sector, was to blame for that. Australia Post, meanwhile, saw its revenue rise by 4% overall, but letters fell by 9%. And CEO Christine Holgate gave a bit of an ominous warning, saying that the time has come for this part of the service, letters, to transform its service. We'll wait to see how that plays out. But Australia Post has started calling letters a community service now. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the time to come, but certainly it will be getting attention. The Real Media Collective, responding to the Australia Post, has called on Australia Post to engage with the industry. Kelly Northwood saying that continual price increases are having, the only effect that's having is to accelerate the decline in letters, and so calling for some collaboration there, which would be a great thing. Other news this week, away from the stock market directly, although not indirectly, because there's a sea of red gone on in the last few days due to the coronavirus. The coronavirus its shadow is starting to loom large over the graphics industry, as over many industries. The coronavirus will be on the minds of the organisers of FESPA, of Interpack, and of Drupa. Their nerves will be jangling. FESPA has already said that anyone coming from China has to have a documented evidence that they've been out of the country for at least 2 weeks before they'll let them through the doors of the Madrid Show Centre, where it's due to take place 24-27 next month. Interpack and Drupa, well, they'll be holding on, hoping that the virus recedes, and that by the time those shows come around, or shortly in advance of them, they're given the all clear and they can welcome the hundreds of thousands of visitors they're expecting. Keep print21.com.au on your phones, on your laptops, and we'll bring you all the news on that developing situation as it happens. Finally this week, congratulations to Ian Smith and the team at Advanced Press in Western Australia there in Perth. They took out the Kodak Sonora Green Leaf Award for Environmental Award for processless printing. Congratulations to you guys, good on you. That's it for this week's issue of Print21, here from the stock market. My name is Wayne Robinson, signing off for another week.